morning.
Good morning.
I am so pleased to see people actually sitting in this general area right here because we had a board meeting yesterday. Not that that's any big deal, but somebody said, thank you, Carol, said that there was a problem with the fan and it was cold and it was shooting down. It was too, and so nobody was sitting there. They had blankets. Oh, I didn't know that. So we solved that problem. So hopefully it will not be uncomfortable here.
If it's still cold, Phil will go get a stepladder and just turn
Make
that
you
off.
get up and do it. Yeah. Oh.
No.
Thank you, Phil and Janice.
We just played St. Elmo's Fire. That was John Parr. You know, we had all the. I love the songs we play. Well, of course, I play
They're
them,
old.
so I guess
They're
old. They're old, but they're fun. They have great messages, and
They may be old, but they're young at heart.
they
Yeah, we
really
know,
are.
yes.
They really, and they always
speak
seem to be
to us.
pertinent, no matter.
I'm sure that's just an accident.
I'm sure it is. So today is the 53rd anniversary of Ocean Conservatory.
Okay.
Not that any of you care about that, but I thought I'd say that. Big birthday tomorrow.
75. That's a big number.
Yeah,
75.
it is a
Three
big
quarters
number.
of a century.
It is a big number.
Sheesh.
And we're still doing this. 28 years we've been
It'll
doing
be
this.
28 in November.
Just
Yep.
hard to believe. Hard to believe.
Yep.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Oh, St. Elmo's Fire. Does anybody know what St. Elmo's Fire really is? It's
Roy
actually,
does, but he's not here.
well, Roy's actually seen it. He was on shipboard and saw it one day. It's actually a buildup of electric charge from basically thunderstorms. And if you're ever on land and you see St. Elmo's Fire, which is basically kind of a rainbow right near you in a tree or something, either run or lay on the ground right now because it means there very likely will be a lightning strike momentarily.
So, spiritually speaking, St. Elmo's Fire is when we get all fired up about something.
Yeah.
Bring it.
T-shirts and sweatshirts that you may or may not want to get or wear. The dog likes me best. The cat likes me best. Two different ones. A little kitty cat with a space helmet on a hamburger. I don't know. Rainbow astronaut cat T-shirt. I don't know. Whatever.
I wouldn't wear that.
Real men love cats. I'm sorry I'm late. I saw a dog.
Oh, there.
My cat is smarter than your honor student. And you've got to be kitten me right meow.
Oh, now that one I would wear.
That's pretty cute. What part of meow don't you understand? Cute. We do have a couple patron saints by the name of John Lennon and George Carlin.
George and John.
Always had the same two. They're both departed. John, but we talked to George when he was in the
I
neighborhood.
don't talk to him now.
No. But we
I
did
could,
when he was
but
alive.
I don't.
And yeah, he thought we were weird. Big surprise.
But he loved us.
But he loved us.
Yeah.
Yeah. John Lennon. Reality leaves a lot to the imagination. It can indeed. And George, what was the best thing before sliced bread? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Probably mead.
Don't know.
Wouldn't you think? Mead?
Was that
Oh,
Huh?
fun on words?
Yeah,
how did I
Mead.
mead.
not do this?
I'm thinking about mead.
Barnum's Animals, Barnum and Bailey Circus, commonly known as animal crackers, were first produced with a string on the box so they could be used as a Christmas tree ornament. I mean, I remember the string.
I thought it was a handle.
Yeah, I thought it was a handle. That's what I used them for. That shows you how old we are. What are animal crackers? Yeah, never mind. They were one of those delicacies that we had when we were kids.
Well, when you get to be 75 years old, been through some stuff, you know.
And I have no idea. I was actually ill last week, and I never get ill. I mean, not even once or every couple of years, but when I do, I was actually down for a couple of days. So,
Yeah, the
which
last
for
time
me
I
is-
saw him that sick was right after we met.
Well, that's saying something.
Yeah.
Like
Never
almost
seen
40
him.
years ago.
Yeah, almost 40 years ago.
I was very. I
He's
remember
never
how
sick.
sick. I remember how sick I was then.
It's just not fair.
Yeah. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm.
I think enthusiasm is a superpower.
I believe that. Life without love is like a tree without blossom and fruit. And oft a little morning rain foretells a pleasant day.
Well, let's hope that's true. We had a little morning rain this morning.
And yesterday.
And yesterday all day.
Did you see, what was that thing up in the sky today?
Sunshine.
I mean, we haven't seen the sun in like, what, a week, 10 days? I mean, good grief, that's
crazy.
very unusual. And high humidity, well, high for us, high. Yeah, no, unless you lived in the South, and then this was like nothing. Where am I? Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. Albert Einstein.
Go, Albert.
I think I've done these ones before, but I'll do them again. Prayer does not change God, but it changes him who prays.
True.
We have just enough religion to make us hate, but not enough to make us love one another. Damn it.
We're working on that.
Yeah. Yep. Well, that's why we haven't called ourselves Christian in many years.
Followers of the way.
So, if Jesus said it, that's cool. If anybody else said it in the Bible, got to kind of read around it maybe a little bit.
That's you.
Yeah.
That's not me.
Yeah. When is a bloodhound dumb? When it has no sense. Why do cats climb trees? Because they don't have ladders. Which holiday do dogs like best?
Halloween.
Halloween. Very good. Very good. What do you get if you cross a rabbit with two cats? Here, kitty, kitty. And which dogs make the best teachers? Great Danes.
Grade.
Grade. How can you tell if a cat burglar has been in your house? Your cat is missing. Yeah. Some of them are hardly worth saying, but yeah, I know. What can I say?
But he's going to say it anyway.
Oh, wait a minute. There they are. I believe I had some more stuff here. There they are. Your tongue is the only muscle in your body that is attached at only one end. You could have gone all day long without knowing that one. Oh, I have done this a couple of times over the years, but I think the last time I did this one was probably 10 years ago. So, some of you might remember it, others may not, but who the heck knows? As a young minister in Kentucky, I was asked by a funeral director to hold a graveside service for a homeless man who had no family or friends. The funeral was held at a new cemetery way back in the country, and this man would be the first to be buried there. I was not familiar with the backwoods area, and I soon became lost. Being a typical man, I did not ask for directions, finally arrived an hour late, saw the backhoe and the open grave, but the hearse was nowhere in sight. The digging crew was eating lunch. I apologized to the workers for my tardiness, stepped to one side of the open grave, and there I saw the vault lid already in place. I assured the gathered around the grave and stood silent. I wouldn't hold him up for long, as I told him this was the proper thing to do. The workers gathered around the grave and stood silently as I began to pour out my heart and soul. As a preacher about looking forward to a brighter tomorrow and the glory that is to come, the workers began to say, "Amen. Praise the Lord. Glory." The fervor of these men truly inspired me. So I preached, and I preached like I had never preached before, and all the way from Genesis to Revelations. I finally closed the lengthy service with a prayer, thanked the men, and walked to my car. As I was opening the door and taking off my coat, I heard one of the workers say to another, "I have never seen nothing like that before, and I've been putting in septic tanks for 30 years." Still funny after all these years.
Yes.
These ladies pointed out that it may not be the only muscle in your body that's
You don't want to know. Moving on.
moving on.
Moving on.
Fortunately, people online can't hear everything.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so
Am I out of here?
hold your ground for a second.
Okay.
We have a guest speaker today. She has been, man, it's miraculous what this person has done to create for us access points for our intuition on our website. And she's here to walk us through that, to show us how to access some really cool stuff on our website. It is a fantastic tool. And so please,
We've got so much content on the
It's
website.
crazy. It's
I mean, it's really crazy.
So give a great Divine Fellowship welcome to Beth Clark.
Thank you, Beth. And one of the board members. One of the hardest working board members to grief.
There you go. Holler if you need anything.
Hear me okay? Did everybody get a handout when they came in? If you didn't, for some reason, raise your hand and Janice will give it to you.
Hey Beth, would it help you at all or just confuse everybody if we did this on the screen behind you?
It would confuse.
It what?
It would confuse.
Okay.
Actually, I've tried that before and I realized, so I'm trying something new to do it. But I want to start today with telling you welcome home.
Yes.
Welcome home. Welcome home to a home you may have never known. We walk a path together holding sacred ground for one another as we explore our spirituality. That is on the front page of our website. That's one of the first things that people see. And I think that's one of the first things we feel and experience when we walk in this church every day. Now, when I told somebody that I was going to be talking about the website as a church service, they said, really? Because I'm going to be talking about the website. A bit weird to me is for me to let you guys know that we have a library available with over 10 years worth of information. And so we've been around for 28 years, and this is only 10 years worth of information, of articles, resources that's available to you at any time. And I know that, I think it was 2021, I went back when my mother was approaching her end of life. And I was back for several weeks away from this group, sleeping in different beds and up at odd times of the night. And I can tell you, being able to tap into the website to just randomly pick a message from Janice or listen to a service or to go in and use one of the intuition tools really supported me. It made me feel connected to you guys even though I was quite physically disconnected from you. And it was really special. I also find that the website is a wonderful thing to do while you're waiting for a doctor's appointment, or you have to, my oil changed and I got half an hour to kill. It's also something there. And in a world where a lot of times our news is not good, if you're finding yourself, as I do sometimes, sucked into maybe a YouTube or something that's not uplifting, if I feel that need, I can go to the Divine Fellowship website and connect to something that's a little bit more important. So in my handout, I've given you what's on the menu of the Divine Fellowship website. And this is one of those times you can actually use your phone if you so desire, but you don't have to. This will connect you into the website itself. And of course, the first thing you do is you get into the home site and the About Us page. And, 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 the About On the home site is where you're going to find all the information about our church services. And one of the things, and there's also important links to all the different places, but one of the things that I always am reminded, as informal and casual as we are as a church, we do have a structure. And each Sunday service has certain components to that. And that includes the music that we start every Sunday playing with to start. And it's different type of, it's the Doobie Brothers. It's a really uplifting type of music. And then we have jokes, the humor to get us started. And then we have the message, the inspiration. And we always have a guided meditation that's part of that. And communion. And what I love about our communion is that it's for anybody at any belief, and you can do it or not. But we do have it every Sunday. And the energy circle. So on our homepage, that's the first thing people are going to find out about is our church services, and get those links and figure out how to get to Facebook Live or YouTube Live to find that. And then about us, we find a little bit more information about Janice and Phil. But did you know we have a mission statement? I can see just a few people nodding and a whole lot of people, But this is it. Through our experience, strength, and faith, we create a spiritually supportive environment that allows us to find our joy, enlightenment, and spiritual sanctuary. And I remember a story that Janice or Phil had told about some woman that came to our church with her arms kind of crossed and really was having a hard time, engaging with the community here. And finally Janice talked to her and she said, well, I am just waiting for you to tell me what to believe.